Hello students. In the previous part, we studied the basic concept of average and how to calculate it. In this part, we will learn some very important applications of average, such as removal of values, coming and going of persons, replacement, and error in average. When a value is removed from a group, the total sum decreases and the number of values also decreases by 1. To find the new average, we first calculate the old total and then subtract the removed value. The method is based on this idea. Total sum equals average multiplied by number of values. After removing a value, the new average is found by dividing the new total by the new number of values. The average marks of 6 students are 50. First, we find the total marks by multiplying 50 by 6. The total marks become 300. If one student who scored 70 marks leaves the group, the new total marks become 300 minus 70, which is 230. Now the number of students is 5. The new average marks are calculated by dividing 230 by 5, which gives 46. In many problems, one person leaves a group and another person enters the group. In such cases, the total number of persons remains the same, but the total sum changes. To solve these questions, first calculate the original total using the formula. Total equals average multiplied by number of persons. Then subtract the value of the person who leaves and add the value of the person who enters. Finally, divide the new total by the same number of persons. The average age of 10 persons in a room is 25 years. The total age of all persons is calculated as 25 multiplied by 10, which gives 250 years. One person aged 30 years leaves the room, and another person aged 20 years enters the room. The new total age becomes 250 minus 30 plus 20, which is 240 years. The number of persons remains 10. The new average age is 240 divided by 10, which gives 24 years. Replacement occurs when one value is removed and another value takes its place. This directly affects the average. Instead of calculating the entire total again, we focus on the change caused by replacement. The formula used is change in average equals new value minus old value divided by number of observations. This formula helps us quickly find the new average. The average marks of 8 students are 60. One student who scored 50 marks is replaced by another student who scored 66 marks. The change in marks is 66 minus 50, which is 16. Now divide 16 by 8. The change in average becomes 2. So, the new average marks become 60 plus 2, which is 62. Sometimes, an average is calculated incorrectly because a wrong value is included or a calculation mistake is made. This causes an error in the final average. To correct this, we adjust the total sum based on the error. First, calculate the wrong total using the formula. Total equals average multiplied by number of values. Then find the difference between the wrong value and the correct value. Add or subtract this difference from the wrong total to get the correct total. Finally, divide the corrected total by the number of values. The average marks of 20 students were calculated as 45. So, the wrong total marks are 45 multiplied by 20, which gives 900. Later, it was found that one student's marks were taken as 80 instead of 60. The error in marks is 80 minus 60, which is 20. So, the corrected total marks become 900 minus 20, which gives 880. The correct average marks are 880 divided by 20, which gives 44. In every average problem, the most important step is converting the average into a total sum. Once the total sum is known, adding, removing, replacing, or correcting values becomes very easy. Understanding this logic helps in solving all types of average questions confidently. In this part, we studied the effect of removing a value, coming and going of persons, replacement of values, and correction of average due to errors. With both parts combined, you now have a complete understanding of the chapter average. Jai Hind.